Hey guys, this is Oscar Noonan from Niels Brock IBB Elite Ninja in Copenhagen. I want to take you through assessing the future of this chosen company from your destination country. The idea with this video is that I'll try to introduce you to how to understand the assignment that you're supposed to work with for the next 8 weeks. Complete idea is that you have this problem-based learning project. The problem-based learning project is part of the idea of the curriculum of business economic on level B for the Danish student exam, but it's also part of the IBB exam because it's equivalent to the student exam what the students needs to go through. The idea with problem-based learning is that it means that you will identify the most important focus areas to work with based on what is relevant for your chosen company. The idea is that you guys know exactly what is happening in your city, in your country, business-wise. This means that you know what industries are happening, what industries where you might be able to find interesting companies to work with, where you might actually also be able to find some information that is not necessarily accessible from Denmark. This means that it's possible for you guys to actually make an assignment where it focuses on the given country where the students are. Well, the theme is that you assess in the future perspective of a local company. This is where you guys come in, the teachers. You provide the students with information on industries, on companies relevant to work with in your local community or in your country, if that's easier. Requirements to the company. The company must have a public annual report. The reason for this is that they must have a public report that the students can access, but also that I can access, and also a report that a potential censor at an exam could also access. The project should contain work on the following. Financial analysis. Within financial analysis, the students has been taken through different parts of financial analysis. They've been presented with return on investment, net profit ratio, asset turnover ratio, debt ratio, return on equity. They've also been introduced to gearing, solvency, and liquidity. They know about profitability, earning capacity, but they also know about cash flow analysis. So these parts have been taken through. They know this, and if in doubt, you can look in the book, and these chapters are actually translated into English. The strategic analysis, the students has been presented with strategic internal analysis and external analysis. This means that they know about answer of growth matrix, they know about Porter's generic strategy, the value chain from the internal perspective. From the external perspective, they know about the pastel analysis, but they also know about, example, the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, of course, appears both internally and externally. The CSR analysis, the students have been presented with the triple bottom line and with cases related to CSR. Discussion of future perspective. This is also something that the students have worked on in classes, so they know how to assume how things might go for a company if this and this and this happens. Method. The student needs to work in groups of 3 to 4 people. The working process. They need to identify the problem area, the company, industry, and market by searching for information about the company and market, annual report, articles, website, etc. If possible, and this is where if possible, visit, interview local companies. This might be interesting for you guys, the professors, to actually help them achieve this information. Define wording questions that you want to answer in your report. In this way, the student needs to figure out, okay, what's the most interesting thing that they can write about in terms of a problem that appears in the company. Then they need to create some questions that can help them actually answer this question. These must be approved by your teacher. Make sure your questions cover the topics listed above. Answer your wording question, and on a basis of your answers, assess the future perspective of your chosen company. Output. A report will be corrected by the local teacher, that's you. Match 10 pages exclusive table of content, literature list, and appendices. Output also a video presentation to be shown in class and video so that they are kept for later. Questions. Use the local teacher as much as possible. They know all about the local business life and the company, as well as business economics, and use the fellow students. You have all been through the topics at home, so help each other make some good projects and use each other for inspiration. Since the scope of this is actually limited to this project, it still means that the output should be of a certain quality. That means that the students shouldn't be able to answer or make this report in 1, 2, 3 modules. It needs to be well worked through. It needs to use all types of strategic analysis tool. It needs to use financial analysis tool, and it needs to also assess and use the CSR tools. I hope that you enjoy working with this, and I hope this short video answers some of the questions you might have in relation to this task. If not, you are very welcome to send me an email. My contact information is listed in the mail that I sent.